Hi everyone. Good morning and good evening.
Morning, Sridhar.
Morning, Sridhar.
Morning, everyone.
Hi, good morning. Okay, so any queries before we start today?
Sridhar, if you can explain the
Yes.
semantic object and semantic, those two terminologies once.
There is nothing to explain from security point of view. Just you have to take care that whether user has the respective semantic object and the action in the catalog or not when user is trying to access the app. That's it. So we'll go back to the same thing. We'll see them. So yesterday we were discussing about the app name is manage stock. So this is the one. Let's again go back to that implementation information and then choose your system configuration. then configuration data. So yesterday we have checked all of them, like UEFI application, OData services. Now, what is your question now? Rakesh, I guess. What do you want me to explain?
So the significance of the semantic object and semantic action, wherein we would make use of this while working.
We don't use anywhere. This is for troubleshooting purpose, I told you. Yesterday, when we are discussing about the catalog, there are 3 tabs. You see, you have asked me what is the purpose of 3 tabs. You remember?
Yeah.
First tab shows as a tiles. Second tab will show as what is the details of the tile.
Right.
Yeah. Now here, let me relog in. Okay. So I am in the LPD cust page when I'm searching the catalog. So this catalog contains my tile, which is called as manage stock. Okay. But if you go to second tab, you will see for our manage stock, what is the semantic object and action is there available detail. And also third tab, those detail has to exist. Suppose if target map will not work. That is what I wanted to say yesterday. So what is the semantic object here? It is material. Action is manage stock. So when you go to target mappings, that has to be there in your catalog. Sometimes when they customize, right, what they do, they add the tile here, manage stock, but they forget to add the target mapping. So that also could be one of the issue why the tile is not working properly. Clear?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So now what we'll, okay. So let us start for today. So today what we'll do, I will be creating a user so that he will launch the launchpad test ID without any apps. Okay, without any apps first. How to successfully give access for a user to launch a launchpad. Right? So that we will see. Then later what we will do, we will go with the standard one first. I will add this business catalog into my role and then business group into my role. Catalog contains 8 tiles, group contains 5 tiles. So when user launches after assignment of this role, he will be seeing only 5 tiles on his screen. Okay, so that is what we'll test first, and then we'll go to further customization, like how to customize, like requirement visit. I want to see only 1 tile, not all the 8. Like the standard group is giving 5. We will create a custom group which gives only 1 access to 1 tile, something like that. So let us first go and create a user. So user is fine. First we need to create a role which is related to this role. What we are creating is giving access to Fiori Launchpad. So I I will name it as Fiori Launchpad access. So even anybody sees also, they can easily understand.
Hey, Sridhar.
FLP access. Yes.
Hey, Sridhar. So,
Yeah, go
should
ahead.
we make a note for this one, or is it already covered in the note, like what note which you provide? So, just curious, should I write it down on my paper notes, or you have that covered in your note section, like which you send generally send it to us?
It is already there. I'll show you then.
Okay. All right. Sure. Thank you.
Okay. We don't have big many T codes. We have very few T codes only. That's the reason it's easy to remember. Okay. Now question is, what is the T code for launching a launchpad? All of you remember the T code? Anyone has remembered?
// UI2 / FLPD.
/UI2
/ FLPD.
/FLP. Just FLP. Okay.
Okay.
So the other T code is yesterday for catalogs and groups. What is the T code?
FLP custom.
For catalogs and UI2. All the T codes will start with UI2. That is what you have to remember. So always they will start with /// and then if here comes FLPD _ CUST. CUST is for customization. CUST. So this is for catalogs and groups checking. So I don't want to add this below T code. I will remove that now. We will add only which T code? This one, which is Fiori Launchpad T code. That is one thing. And the second thing is I'm also adding SU53 for to check any errors for this is a general transaction which we use. Okay. So this is a basic T code access we are giving to the user. Assign transactions. Now, then let us go to authorizations and you generate the profile. So that is the only thing we need actually. But along with it, let us see what will happen if you have only T code access and if user is launching the launchpad. So we also need something else also. I'm not adding anything else. If you look into the objects here, the objects what we got is s_T code by default with this T code, these T codes added. And along with that, I also got something called UI2/chip, which is like page builder service. So because we have to open a new page, right? So all the pages will open like this. So X-, okay, why this is coming? X-SAP-UI2 display and execute. If I go back to my catalog, do you see the catalog ID, how it is starting with? Every catalog ID will be part of this SAP-X-SAP-UI2 _ colon followed by this is actual name of the catalog. So even if we create a new catalog also, custom catalog also, it will be stored in this ID. So that is the reason here by default they are giving access to that page, ability to open the page in the T code, in the role. So this is a default access needed for everybody. So chip access. Chip access means what? WebDynPro ABAP. So WebDynPro pages has to open. If WebDynPro pages cannot open, then we cannot open the Fiori Launchpad at all. That is a very basic thing. Okay. So let me generate this. Now we will try to assign it to a user and log in now. We'll see what happens. So I'm creating a user ID, SG test. And the only role I am assigning this. This is one, right? So save it. Now let us log in with this ID. Okay, he does not have any other access, only Fiori Launchpad access. So this is what we give to end users also. In Fiori system, the user need not do any other activity just to launch the T-code access. That's it. That is the only thing he needs. Okay, so /n/UI2. Okay, suppose if you are not using /n and you use only /UI2, it doesn't work. So make a note of this. FLP. I'm not entering /n, and if you enter only UI2/FLP and enter, the T code does not work. So always the T codes starting with /n should be followed by started with /n always. UI2/FLP. Execute. It is trying to open a page. So this is not opening. What I'll do, I'll just copy the link. We will open it in a Chrome. Close this. So you can save this link. It is a link basically, you see. S4 HANA 1809.SAP. This is a host name followed by the port number. This is port number. 8038 is a port number /SAP/BC/UI2/FLP. So we will save this as a bookmark. So every time we need not execute the T code. And then you enter the user ID and password. So this is my user ID. I'm logging in with the test ID. Okay, so here we are getting an error. We are able to log in into Fiori, but we are getting an error. What is error? Unable to load groups. Why this error is coming, all of you? Why it is not saying catalogs? Why it is saying only groups? Because I did not assign any catalog or any role, but system is specifically saying only groups. Anybody can guess why it is saying as groups here?
I think first check will happen for the groups.
First check will happen
Initial
for
check
the
will
groups.
happen.
Okay.
Yeah, initial check.
Okay, what is the difference between catalog and a group, first of all, definition wise?
Group is nothing but a combination of catalogs.
No.
Actually, totally opposite. Catalog is a group of
Okay.
Yeah, what is a catalog definition first?
Catalog is a group of apps. Group is a subset of catalog.
Okay, so you can say broadly, if you define roughly, either a group or catalog, it is a collection of apps only, right? Then what is the difference?
Yes.
Basic difference between the two?
We can control the number
Group
of.
is a subset. Yes, group is a subset of catalog.
Need not be,
Group,
because a
Group
group
is
can
used
have
to
more tiles
categorize.
also.
Group is used to categorize the tiles in the Fiori launchpad.
Okay. Categorization. And the other thing is what? I told you yesterday the purpose of the group is two purposes. I told you.
Title
Your
heading
document,
is
if you remember. Group to restrict the user to see specific group of tiles from the catalog. So what is the meaning of this?
You can control the
User
number.
might have 10 catalogs. User might have 10 catalogs. System does not bother about it. But system will specifically check what are the groups assigned to the user so that it has to display those tiles. So that is the reason here in the initially it is looking for the groups. Are there any groups assigned to the user so that the tiles should be displayed here? It doesn't bother about catalogs here because whatever is available in the catalog will not be visible to the user, as I told you, right? All of you clear that point? Whatever is available in the catalog, user might have 100 tiles in catalog. That doesn't matter. They will not be visible on the screen. The tiles which are available in the group, only those will be displayed on the screen, visible to the user on the screen. So that's why we are getting you access as saying unable to load groups, but not catalogs here. Clear, all of you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, how to avoid this error now? At least I don't want this error to come. Okay, I don't want this error to come because at least I can see I want to see a blank screen here because I'm not assigned with any catalogs or any groups. I don't want to face the error. Just I want to see the blank screen. How to avoid this error? So to avoid this error, whenever you face such errors, what you do, we have a transaction for troubleshooting now. So what you do, you just go to the backend to your ABAP screen. I'm going to my ABAP screen, and then you have a T code, which is just I will show you here. Troubleshooting T codes. SU53, we will see both of them. We will see if you get anything in SU53. Then I will go to this T code, which gives us some information. Let us go first. I'll go with SU53 first. So this is a traditional way of troubleshooting. You all know how to do this with SU53. I don't find anything data. Okay, I'm not getting any data. Now what I do, I go back to the next T code, which is /IWFND error underscore log. So yesterday for OData service also it starts with the same thing. IWFND maint underscore service. Now this is the T code for checking the log.
I think we have not seen for test user SU53. We have seen for the main user, I think.
Oh, okay, right, correct. You are right. Sorry. Yeah, from here we should execute it. /n SU53. Yeah. See, most of the times we get hit here. It is already saying some authorization is missing. What authorization is that? S underscore service object is missing. Okay. And I want to know the value here. So here the values it is showing in the alphanumeric number, service type HT. And this is not a correct error, bottom one, but definitely we can indicate there is something related to service, S underscore service, and then service name is this, something is coming in SU53. Okay. What I will do, I'll just copy the screenshots also so that you'll have idea about what are we trying to do. So the first error is this, what we got. Then we took the SU53 screenshot, this one. Now let us go to that transaction which I told you now. So do we see any other extra information? We will look there. /n/IWFND error_log. So that's the T code. Yeah. So if you look, concentrate on the two line items here. If you see these two lines, line number 24 and 23, it is related to our user ID, SG_test. So what is the error? It is something related to OData service. So means some basic OData services access is missing. Server access. It says no authorization to access service Z interop_0001. No authorization to access service Z page builder person personalization 0001. So these are the two services now we should add to the user. Here also we are getting the same thing, but here we are not getting the actual service name in SU53 screenshot. See here, I am getting the service object, service name, it is not showing the service name. I am getting alphanumeric number. So there is a different method again how to search this alphanumeric number and all those, but it's a big method. But here indirectly, we are getting the service name actually. This is easier for us. In the error log, which service is missing? This is a service name. These are the two services required for the user now. So we will assign them. These are default ones again. Just like the default T code. Yes.
It's still showing in the SU53. I think we can still see there.
SU53 it doesn't show there. If I go back,
it's
it will show in the
application name.
In the application log, in the application name, you
yes.
see the Z.
Yeah, correct. So generally we don't look into here, right? So what we do, we concentrate on object, what is the field, and then what is the value. So we search by these values generally. That is our normal tendency. Okay. So yes, you are correct. You can check this also. Later, if you observe, you will get to know more things. It is also available from here as application name. In general, normal T code transaction, we will find a T code here. But here we are getting the application name as WebDim2 application or OData service name. So when this OData service is being hit, it is checking for this object and this service. Okay. All of you clear so far? Are we clear with what is needed for the user now?
Sridhar, it is pointing to this OData. This is OData service name, right? Z interop_0001.
Correct. OData service. So, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it starts with Z. So we have we have executed a standard T code, right? That's /n UI2FLP. Sorry. And that's a standard T code to launch this Fiori launchpad, and still it is pointing towards Z OData service.
So there is an actual standard one also. Yeah. You'll understand that. There are two versions. You will also find interop_0001 as well as without Z also you will find application name. So when the ABAPers or developers, when they download this OData service or they activate the OData service, they will always follow the naming convention like Z. Okay, let me show you. Let me search the T. Now let us, what is the T code to search the OData service now, all of you?
/IWFND meant services.
Yeah, let us go to there. So I'm going to service T code, maintain service T code. And then we will search with the filter. Interop. Just I'm typing interop here. So this is the standard one, right? Yesterday also we have seen. If you remember, When we are searching, I told you actual name will be in the external service name. So when they actually activate it, they keep AZ in front of it. Okay.
Okay.
So system is hitting this name. It is looking for this name, basically technical service name.
Okay.
Okay. And similarly, other one also. Let us search the other one also. What is the other one we are getting? Page builder. So don't try to put the same value. You may not get the value correctly. As I told you, use star in the front and back. Okay, let us try to search normally. I go here. I type page star builder star. Continue. Yeah, so you have 3, but we are getting the last one, this one. Page builder PERS, personalization level. Okay, so these 2 are needed for the user now. One is interop and then the page builder service. So this is also one interview question. What are the default OData services required for a user to launch the Fiori Launchpad? Is this clear, all of you? Okay. So all of you clear now? So you can find it in both the T codes, but sometimes here in SU53, if you are not getting the information, so here we got at least some information like service is missing, S_service, we are getting the application name also. But application name, it is not clear. What is it? Is it a OData service or some web info application? So that is not clear here. Okay. But in here, in this transaction, error log transaction, it is clearly saying no authorization to access the service. And it is talking about OData service here. Okay. All of you clear so far? Right. So now let us see how to add these services into the role. I'll go back to the same role again, which we created. Launchpad access role, because every user needs this, right? In the menu itself, we have to add them. So here by default, you see transaction, select for OData service. So click on this drop down, choose for authorization default. We don't have an option of OData service. So what do you choose? You choose for authorization default. So in authorization default, you have many options again here. Like you should, it is not a transaction. It is not a function module. It is not external service. It is TADIR service. Select TADIR service. And here it is asking for object type. So object type, you should be choosing any 2. Here you see, these are the 2 things. SAP Gateway Service Group Metadata, SAP Gateway Business Suite Enablement. So this business suite is nothing but it is related to your ECC backend. If you have a hub model, then in ECC, you should be adding this service. In front end, you will be adding this one, IWSG. Okay. All of you clear? Wherever you see this word business suite, add that into your hub model. Hub model means if you have a different systems, Fiori and separate systems. In the backend system, you should add IWSV. In the front end, you should add IWSG. Okay. Now it is embedded for us, right? So I can choose now. There is no backend for me. I can directly choose the IWSG one. Only these are the two values you should be. So if you don't remember, also no issues. First you select IWSG, then type here and search for the value. Interop, then search for it. If you get it from here, fine. Otherwise, you can then search for IWSV. So we got it here. Z interop IWSG. Suppose if I select now IWSV and then again I search.
Sridhar, you know we can also get the right one from the SG53, right?
See here. So we are getting the standard one here in IWSV. Interop is also we are getting. But the Z1 is not coming here.
Sridhar, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Tell me.
Oh, sorry. I said, if you go back to the SG53.
Yeah, we told you. I told you. We can see it. You told me already. I have explained also. Under application name, you can see that.
No, the type of application. You see where it says every group metadata. We can actually know if that one is IWSG or is it wrong?
Where are you saying?
See
this
the
one,
type
right?
The type of application. Yeah. So
yeah. That's what. Yes, that's what I'm explaining. Metadata only you should choose. I'm telling.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we don't look all these things. So we are coming reverse now. I'm trying to explain you what is the difference between metadata, business data. So now you are getting exactly why it is coming metadata, why not business data here? Because it is embedded. Okay. If it is hub model, in ECC, if you execute SU53, you will get business data here, business and IWSV here. Okay.
Okay, so it's because it's embedded. That's why all embedded will be metadata, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So this is like a front end part. Metadata is nothing but front end.
Okay.
So we don't need the standard one, IWSV. We just need this Z interop 001 only. So just search for the IWSG one and add that. IWSG interop. So this is one service, and then the other service is page builder. ERS. So these are the two things we are getting in our okay, done. Copy. So these are services added. We have two T codes below. Let me on the technical names. So you can see here clearly which is a T code, which is a service. You can clearly identify if you on the technical names. Now generate the role. Now you will get the object by default because we have added services. You will get the object as underscore service now. So you see this object. So we have got S underscore service. Under that service, you exactly got the names of those F95 ending with F95 CAB. So if you see your SU53 screenshot, it will contain the same values. See here, F95 for interop, and then CAB for your page builder. So that is where the values exactly coming, and service type is HT. So you can see the service type is also, this is HT only. So these are the two things we added. For interop, this is the alphanumeric number. For page builder, this is the alphanumeric number. Now if you look into service type, it is HT. It is not showing. So this is a new, this is not the traditional way of authorization tab. Okay. If you want to shift back to your normal tab, you have to change your GUI settings. Let me generate now. We'll see that later. Okay, the profile has been generated. Come back. The role is ready. Let us relaunch the launchpad now. So I relog in now. FLP. SG_test. Okay, we are still getting the error. Let us check again if we have any error. After SU53, the same thing is checking again.
No, Sridhar, it was not sorted by time, I think.
No, in the top also we got the same error, right? We have two entries here, on the top as well as below.
So Sridhar, you see, we are still
getting
the business suite enablement type of application.
Yes.
Maybe we need to add both. We need to add the IWSG and the IWSV, both of them.
Correct. Yes. So now it is getting as business suite, means it is a standard one. Earlier it was showing the custom one for us. Okay. That is one thing. Let us also check this one. Maintain authorization one. Error log. So the latest error log SG lines 27 and 26. Now it is looking for, you do not have start authorization for R3TR IWSV interop and UI2 page builder. The same, it is also looking for the IWSV ones now. So since it is an embedded one, it is trying to check both the IWSV as well as IWSG within the same system. Okay. If it is hub model, IWSV error you will get it in ECC. IWSG you will get it in Fiori system. It is divided there. All of you understood what I'm trying to say? So wherever you see business enablement as here, So this business enablement one, you will get it in your backend ECC if it is a hub model. And this error, metadata error, you will be getting in the front end. Since this being an embedded one, we are getting both the errors within the same system. All of you clear? So that is the difference, basic difference between the hub model and the embedded model.
One doubt, if it is hub model, we will create this role in ECC or Fiori? We'll create it in Fiori, right?
The Fiori Launchpad T code plus this IWSG ones we will add in front end Fiori role. In the backend ECC, user should have these two IWSV ones. Only the services is needed. We don't need a T code.
Okay, so you mean in the front end, we should add only the Fiori Launchpad and those T codes, but in ECC we should add those services.
Services, yes.
Sridhar, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If we have a hub model in Fiori system, Fiori role, I will add IWSG service, right?
Correct. Yes.
And in ECC system, I will go into that. In ECC system, in what role I will add actually? I mean,
default role. I told you every user needs it, right? Every user needs it. So default role.
Default role as in like general role.
Do you have any default? So see, my requirement is every user needs that services access. What do you do?
Yeah,
you will go and add that service into each and every role, or you will keep one role and assign it to every user.
Yeah. We will have a general role which we think that we should go to everyone.
Yes, that's the one where you add it. Okay, so two versions, both IWSG, IWSV services. Generate it. Oh, this is something new. Okay, I don't want to touch it. We'll keep it empty now. So let us relaunch now. Okay, so it has been done now. So we're not facing any error, but user cannot see any data in the launchpad, any tiles, because user does not have any tiles, catalogs or groups assigned to him. So we will see one thing. We will try to see. Suppose if user is assigned only with the catalog, what will happen now? Only with a catalog.
He cannot view tiles. He cannot view tiles.
Okay, let us try that.
Even though he has access.
Okay, let us check that now. So I'll be creating another role separately for this. We'll keep that as a default role. Now we are going to Warehouse management tiles access. Okay, now how to add a catalog into a role. So again, drop down this transaction here. You see Fiori tile catalog and Fiori tile group. Okay. So let me click on tile catalog. I'm just adding the catalog now. The standard one, this one, which is related to managed stock. And how many tiles it has? 19 tiles. Sorry, 8 tiles, right? The group has, sorry, not the group, catalog. Catalog has 8 tiles, group has 5. So I'm just adding a catalog now and we will see what happens.
So Sridhar, we are adding business catalog, right? And not the technical one.
Yes, why we are not adding technical one?
Because it has too many tiles.
Yes, our always goal should be minimum as minimum as possible.
Yeah, so this is accepted general fact that we'll always add business catalog only, right?
Yeah, obviously, yes.
Okay.
Okay, and here, when you are adding a catalog ID, you see this option called include applications. Okay, what is the meaning of this include applications?
Maybe it is saying include apps into that. The apps inside that catalog.
Not exactly. Already this catalog has tiles in it. Okay, but include applications means it is related to the T codes, OData services related to this catalog.
Okay.
Getting my point? If I don't take this option, what will happen? Only catalog will get added, but the T codes behind the tiles and the OData services related to those T codes will not get added. So it will be a problem for us. Again, we have to identify which is the T code related to this tile, which is the OData services related to this tile, and I have to add all those related stuff. So the simple option always is click this include applications and then you click on continue. So the catalog is added. Now you see, what is this IWSG? You know, all of you know. IWSV, you know, all of you. Services got added. T codes also got added. Stock overview means all the tiles related information. Each tile has its own OData services. Each tile has its own T code, backend T code. So all the relevant data is automatically added. So this is the advantage with the embedded model. Now you understand what is the disadvantage with the hub model now. So will you get this information in hub model? Suppose in hub model, I do the same thing. I go to Fiori tile catalog. I put the catalog name here. If I click on this, where are you adding this, creating this role? In the Fiori system you are adding. Fiori system does not contain any T codes, right? When you click on include applications, when you continue, you will get error saying that applications are not found. What applications are not found? The T code, because it is not your ECC. ECC is a different system. All of you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sridhar. Sorry, someone was saying something.
Yeah. So in a hub model, it is by default, you will get error if you are selecting include applications. So don't worry about that. You can just continue. Don't, whether you tick it or doesn't tick it, there is no big difference in hub model. But here we have a big difference. It is advantageous for us. It is adding all the related OData services. It is not a headache again for us. Otherwise, what we need to do, you don't know which service to add. You don't know what T code to add. You need to troubleshoot and then keep on adding later. like the way we did in the very beginning. Okay, so just I have added what? A catalog. Now let us generate the role and we will see what user will see now. Okay, I'll take it as full authorization here. Arg values are coming because T codes are added, right? Along with the T codes, data services, a lot of stuff get added now here. Okay, done. Now let us relaunch the launchpad again. Okay, I want to show you one thing. Before I assign this role, okay, let me show you one thing. I want to show you the difference. What will be the difference before assignment of the role, after assignment of the role. So user still does not have any access. Okay. So what user can do generally is he can go to my home, this tab. He can click on his icon, the person icon here looking. It is his ID basically. Click on that ID. He has these activities like app finder, settings, edit home page. So this is my home page. This is my home page. Home page is empty as of now. If I want to edit data home page, I go to edit home page. Here you can see it is asking drag apps here to create links, or you can add tiles here. For example, click on open plus symbol. No apps to display. Why? Because user is not assigned with any catalogs. It is searching in catalogs. See here, search in catalogs. It says no apps to display. User does not have any access to catalogs. That is why he is not able to see any tiles when he is trying to edit the home page and he wants to add some tiles here. I cannot see any tiles here. Now after assignment of the role with the catalog, I can see the catalog here, the tiles available. From the catalog, I can add into my home page. All of you understood the difference? If catalog is assigned or catalog not assigned, what will happen? And when user comes to edit home page, here it is still searching for apps, but not available. What is the heading it's saying? Personalize group my home. So means this my home is also a group. User is trying to add tiles into his home group, but he is unable to find any tiles. What is the reason? User is not assigned with any catalogs. Is this clear, all of you? It's taking too much time. Okay, let's stop it here. We will go back now. I will assign the role and then we'll again come back to the same screen and click on plus symbol and see the difference now. Okay, I close this. Now let us assign this role. SG underscore test. Okay, user has been assigned. Now relaunch the launchpad. Still no difference, you see, because when user launches the launchpad, he will not see any tiles by default because groups are not assigned. But catalog is assigned here. Difference is, so if catalog is assigned, what user can do? User can click on this his icon to edit home page. I go to edit home page, and then under my home, it is also a group. I click on plus symbol. Then I will find the apps available to me through catalog. So what is the catalog assigned to me? Material management, warehouse management. These are the 8 tiles are available in my catalog. So in this, I can choose whatever the tile I want under my home page. Suppose I choose this manage stock. You have to untick here, tick here, basically. Don't select that. Go back. You just pin it here. So when I click on pin, what is saying? Add to group my home. Means catalog is allowing him to add the tiles into his group. The group name is, by default, every user will have my home group. So let us click on this pin symbol. Right, you can see manage stock was added to group my home. And there is also a color difference you can see. Out of 8, 1 app is added. Now you go to home page. Under my home, it's a group basically. I can see manage stock. Is that clear, all of you?
But Sridhar, when user clicks on this manage stock, he will not have access, right? Only when the group is added.
Why? No. He will have access to the managed stock because all the relevant data is there. The T code is there, OData service is there. So he has to open and see the data. There is no. So I'm searching for some material. Material documents overview. So this is the data related to this material.
Okay. Either if this is to be believed, if we add catalog to him and he is able to see the tile, so it basically conflicts the statement, the earlier statement wherein we say that, whatever, if a catalog is assigned to user, no matter he gets access to 10 tiles or 50, okay, he'll be able to see only those clients which are added him in a group. So that's what we said like 10-15 minutes back, but now we are just adding a catalog. Okay, we are not adding group, but still he's able to see the tile. And he's not only able to see, but he's able to.
Okay. Group is to restrict the user to see specific group of tiles from the catalog. I'm saying only to see. To restrict user to see specific group of tiles from the catalog. That is one purpose. Second purpose is to categorize the tiles under different heading in the FLP. Like what is the group name I have now currently?
Home.
So only my home. I can only add under my home only, right? But I don't want that way. I want a separate heading like sales, finance. I want a separate headings. Under separate heading, I need my tile. So that you cannot do it here now. The user cannot do without the group concept here. That grouping I'm talking about, like folder structure, where you can put all your tiles in one under some groups, different categories. That categorization cannot be done. Everything you have to add under where? My home. So at the end of the day, if you have access to 100 apps, you don't have any categorization. All 100 apps will be available in my home. Yes or no?
Okay.
User can add all of them. Yeah, user can add
all of them into my home, and he can access all of them.
Yes, he can go to my home. If multiple catalogs are assigned to him, he can choose from where he has to add. I can see one catalog only. If multiple catalogs are assigned, he can see below also one more catalog. Then what are the tiles in it? He can choose whatever the tiles he wants, and he can add to his home page.
Okay.
So I think his query is related to tiles actually. If tiles should be present in catalogs and as well as the groups, right? If tiles present in catalog, you can access but you cannot view, right? If tile present in groups, you cannot access but you can view. That's all. I think his query is related to that.
Okay, let me add one more point. Group is not mandatory for the tile access. Okay.
Okay, group is not mandatory.
Yes,
or mandatory?
Obviously.
Okay,
sorry, it is not mandatory. Yep.
Okay. Actually, my interpretation 10 minutes back was catalog is not mandatory and group is mandatory.
Yesterday, I already corrected you. Someone was asking me if we add only catalogs, and yesterday somebody was asking me if I add only 2 tiles in a catalog, that is enough. I need not create a group now. The only group concept is what? I want a different heading. This is the main purpose.
Okay.
So that headings, if you want different headings in your launchpad, then group must be there under your roles.
Okay. So it becomes the catalog is mandatory then, in order to see anything.
Yes, catalog is definitely mandatory.
Okay. And then
to restrict the user to see specific group.
We just add a group, okay, and we do not add a catalog. In that case, where we will end up?
Okay, we'll see that scenario also. We will see the reverse now, one by one. So all of you clear so far? So here now I will add this group now. Catalog is already there. I am adding the group now into the role. Let me close this. I go to menu. Fiori tile group. Fiori tile group. This is my group name. Continue. So what is the group name here? The group name is warehouse management. So now I will get a heading in my Fiori launchpad as warehouse management. Under that, I can see whatever the tiles are available under that group. So let me regenerate the profile.
So Sridhar, whatever right now we are doing, this will be the part of the Fiori security analyst?
Yes, role creation, adding catalogs into the roles, adding groups into the roles, everything is we only do. Nobody will have access to PFCGT code.
Thank you.
Whatever you are doing under PFCG. So understood now, all of you? So it is neat and clear now. Categorization. When groups are available, my home will be there. He can add his favorites under my home. Understood? What do you mean by favorites? Like daily, he wants to use at least some 3 to 4 transactions for tiles. That tiles he can add under my home. Remaining tiles will be there under respective groups. When I click on the group name, those tiles come to the top of the page. So multiple groups, you see multiple headings, and then he will see the respective tiles under that.
So basically this very first line, my home, then warehouse management, right? So if we keep on adding groups, all these group lists will keep coming there, right? My home, warehouse management.
tabs. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Yes. You get a tabs here.
Okay.
So it is easy for the user, right? Directly, he need not search under one group. I want anything related to warehouse management. I click on warehouse management. I see the apps related to that, and then I go to the respective app.
Right. Right. So sure, can we test that scenario?
All of you clear? Yes, we'll test it. All of them. We'll test it. Okay, take a break and come back. We will see other scenarios as well now.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So I'll be mute and disconnecting the screen. Thank you. I'll be mute 10 minutes.